Hello everyone, this is the Last Beluga here, coming to you with part number 18 of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Beyond the Sword. So, last time we decided to get commercial whaling first, it's not really that big a deal. It's commercial whaling. Ottawa is researching now because it has ran out of buildings, or at least it's not worth my time to keep on switching it on and off through the text. Plus we get a really nice bonus to this, it's like 70% of my production is now going to that. Vancouver is building lumber mills. Toronto a stationery store. Montreal a carpet maker. So everybody's doing pretty well, and we're trying to get some more roads. I think what I'm going to do actually is switch Ottawa, off of what it is doing now. Put it off of research. Get it to do the hostel and the cartographer store, and get a couple more workers out that'll just go around making roads. That way we could make this all faster. It'll make other transitions faster as well. Like a couple dog workers too. So we'll just give them something to do in the meantime while we get commercial whaling. Won't be overly important, but I believe it does unlock other techs, like everything, you know. It's like how much did I need folk dancing until you got to more religious and cultural buildings, so, you know. A bailiwick. So now that we're in the Renaissance, we are going to start actually getting things which are, you know, more important to what we had before. Looks like we have copper ore. Do we already have copper somewhere? Oh, I thought we did. If not, then yeah, it might be worthwhile getting a coppersmith to claim that land. You could probably do it, can't you? Yeah, you can. So we need to go over here, and you're going to claim the land. In the name of Canada. So we constructed a lot of things that past turn. So that's good. Now that we have that on, I can see all the things that we are getting. We have tons of resources, lots of sulfur, which is nice. So there'll be lots of gunpowder. So commercial whaling will be done this turn. Looks like the Turks are either in a war with somebody or they just lost something for some reason. The Apaches look like they're getting something like writing. That looks like resurrection that the Americans are getting. So if they're only at 307 and are that bad, there's a problem. Well, alright then. So we can get clockpunk, which is kind of like, you know, when people used to talk about the way that clocks used to work, sort of clockpunk, and then they were like, you know, oh, you can make really cool machines. Like if any of you played Dishonored, that's like a clockpunk sort of thing. But the printing press will be one of the biggest changes that's happened to us. So, you know, of course, a quote from Moby Dick, but we lose some beakers from certain myths, which we may have had before. But we do gain money from whale oil making. That's always good. Yeah, it does lead to marine biology, which is going to be important, you know, and other buildings enabled for the myth of the beluga whale. We should probably get that by a subdued beluga. I don't even know where we could find a subdued beluga, but I feel like I need to do that now. Automatically. Right now we have a subdued pigeon. I don't think that that's going to help out. No, over here. Okay, fine, we'll just do this one turn at a time, since obviously you are incapable. Continuing forward, getting the printing press. So yeah, it's a little bit more turns now for everything, beakers-wise. I mean, 5 turns is certainly not bad for a printing press. Oh, right then. No, that was pointless. I mean, I don't really need him to go around and around anymore, taking over land. It's kind of weird. At this stage in the game, you know, just I want him to clean up what's within our own borders, with the expansion of Montreal. But other than that, it's not really relevant. It'll have to readjust eventually. So our heavy swordsman subdued a jaguar. So we can't get a mammoth worker. Don't really want one. What I will get is a rendering plant. It provides lard. I like lard. Alright, so you're going to get some of that, and, you know, sure, a forest working one. Get over there and start building roads. Really nice roads, too. These are going to go right up to the railroad, which will be industrial era, so at least for now, it's good to have them all in nice maintenance. You do need stone in order for those, in order to get those, though. They are a required, a certain required one. We will kill the jaguar. And next turn we will be getting a great person. The Apaches look like they either lost strength or they gained strength without me noticing. The Huns... Yeah, I think we always played against 4 others. I'm trying to see if we didn't find somebody somewhere, but I think we did. The Hunnic tribe has 13 cities, yet is really low because they do not have science on their side. Science is everything. So people seem to forget. In this game especially, science, like control over science, and having science, yeah, no. Having science is a huge, huge advantage. So we're going to put you onto research. We got a great profit. Hooray. We will subtract money for... Oh, I thought that I decided to subtract money for that. Whatever. Just have to rebuild it completely. Most utterly and completely redone. So just gonna go over here. So it is a lot faster for these workers to get from one area to another. Here we could get voodoo. Ooh, spooky. The ancient voodoo curse is upon us. Voodoo has been found in Vancouver. There you go. Once on the island. Once on the island. Yeah, just kind of, you know, chill here. No reason to go anywhere, man. We got time. So I don't know what this mammoth worker, or elephant worker is doing. He's kind of just chilling. Going around building farms and other wonderful things. Once we get the copper and connect it up to Ottawa, we can get coppersmiths, which will be nice later on, especially for wiring. I do like how they added that that copper is a more useful resource in the later game, or like it's useful obviously in the early game with bronze working, but it's useful also later on because otherwise it's like if you don't have iron and coal, then it's useless. And that's not to say that that's not the case here. I mean, like, you are gonna need those things like a lot. But you know, it's certainly worth your time to get the copper, get the coppersmiths. We do pretty well here keeping this place connected. We have a large tract of land which needs to be connected by road. And so we will finish the printing press, which is a huge push forward in our research capabilities. What it will do is we'll give a lot more money from towns, specifically. Historically, the printing press was one of the major factors of the Enlightenment. Enlightenment ideas were able to be spread, you know? Gotta be able to give them out. That looks like spices. Ooh. Very nice. I have no idea what that is, but it looks like an ore of sorts. Martin Luther, great prophet. Well, that would have been really great if we had him here. That would have made sense. So now we can get paper money. So this is obviously what we use today. I think initially I had a banknote, but now paper money instead of the gold standard. I'm not sure what specifically it does for us. Scroll on down to currency. Paper money instead of banknote minus 15% maintenance for all of my cities, plus 20% inflation. Wonderful. Allows construction of a money press. Plus 5 in all cities. What does this do? This is 10% inflation. Gold standard will be nice. It's a lot higher maintenance cost though. But yeah, we will get the paper money. Standard at least. Not that hard. We will also get anatomy.
What gunpowder did for war, the printing press has done for the mind.
There you go. Leonard Nimoy said it best. The printing press is an extremely important Renaissance tech. Like really, 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 really important. We have more stone up there, which we will grab. Connecting our oases up. I could probably take control of you directly to go over there. I don't mind controlling these guys. You I want. So we got some more hemp. Paved roads in Toronto. So like inside the city themselves we have paved roads. I'll probably switch Ottawa off after anatomy. Won't be that big a deal. Quick little things we'll have to do, but the nice thing is that we'll have major production coming through there. Build 4 or 5 units at the same time. Looks like they're getting drama of sorts. They're pretty far behind us. Sitting here in some enlightened worlds, they're still getting dramatic arts. When did we get that back in like the classic era? Classical era? I feel that was something around that time. You're going to go over here and into the desert. We're going to build a road connecting the farms. Shaman's yurt. You are going to build a mine, which is now going to be constructed, connecting copper, another very valuable resource, to our empire. Bazaars. So good. It's kind of condensing it a little bit. We could still get Taoism and Islam, but there's no real need. I mean, we have a lot of religions as it is. I mean, gunpowder would obviously put us ahead militarily. The compass will be huge exploration-wise, which is going to be very important to us. Political science, which I think is the other one, or like social contract, will be also very important for new government types, new civics. We got ourselves a great doctor. Rest is not what the brain needs. Rest destroys the brain. Here you go. So we can get one-turn acoustics, one-turn clock punk, lots of one-turn ones, although algebra would be kind of nice. Anatomy. So I think we do receive a great doctor first. We got access to copper officially. So you could join the city, which will nicely help with the sickness. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Or you could get mountaineering, but I mean, we could research that. I want you to join the city. So that was a great doctor. We don't normally get them. We get lots of religious texts instead. You could go off and do your own things now. Got what I wanted. We're going to take Toronto off of what it's doing. Or Ottawa off of what it is doing. And we are going to get it to get the new buildings that have been researched. Take it off of research. Put on... Nice. Doctor's office. Mortuary. Printer's workshop. Anthropology lab. Money press. A national copper smelter. And a mercer's guild. Excellent. Lots of great things here, but algebra is still one turn. That was a huge boost to our beakers. It was around 1500 before anatomy, and now after it, at around 2300. So, very important, very nice tech that we got. Will certainly put us ahead in the Renaissance, and that is even before... I mean, I think we got education already, so... That was one of the linking techs. Normally that is one of the changes. Compulsory education would be another one later on. Let's see what else we got here. They want a world map. I will give them a world map. So we can check out the Huns in all of their glory. We're going to get acoustics for the culture. Strange how few of the world's great problems are solved by people who can remember their algebra. Mathematics Academy, more beakers. This is also a great mosque. So then over here, yeah, like look at this. It's just basic roads. Looks like, it actually looks paved, like ours, which makes sense. For the most part, it's pretty basic. You know, they got their walls and their resources. Nothing overly scary. And ours is certainly more connected than theirs. Let's see, what are they getting here? Music? Yeah, they're getting music. Oh well. I mean, they look like they're on us, but they're really not. And even if they were to surpass us, we have higher production and higher research. They just have more cities. Our espionage is mostly going into them. So we will be able to watch them very closely as they produce. And they will be our first targets. Because once they are eliminated, everybody else will drop. Yeah, we got like another 26,000 here because of all the buildings in Ottawa. I believe we got those buildings, right? Cat breeder. Oh! Toronto's done. Fabulous. Examine the city, will we? So there's going to be some more things that we're going to need to get here. We're at influential amounts of culture. lots of buildings for you to get. A guardhouse. So set them up to do more things, but as you can see, it's much nicer now. All of these are more of the Renaissance techs coming into play, for the most part. It is at 38 peoples. Astrology schools, assassin's dens. We got lots of stuff. It's 100% Canadian, and their revolt status is safe because it's relatively close to us. I mean, if those of you are watching Grimace playthrough, he is having tons of fun with the revolts in the games. I think we've managed ours relatively well, although he is playing on a higher difficulty than myself. Grocers Guild. Nice. So we need the Civic of Guilds to remain all of those actives. We have a burgeoning, Canadian city-state now holds 5 million souls. That's a lot of souls. We got ourselves a slave market. Did I get everything? Yes, I did. No, I did not, because I did not take off research. See, there you go. I know I didn't get all of them. Didn't make sense. Acoustics has also dawned on us. And we've gone to Great Person. It might be a golden age. And who knows what's going on. Tons of fun stuff as normal. We are getting also a national copper smelter, which means that we got all of our base buildings and like the printing press buildings and stuff like that. Meritocracy is what the Turkish are getting now. I believe that that's what that symbol is. Everybody's happy with us. That's weird. What happened? Constructed carpet builder, 5 Vedas. Suleiman's golden age. But everybody is very, very, very happy with us now. Strange. Normally they aren't happy with us. We're going to get a compass. The greatest problem of the concert hall is that the shoebox is the ideal shape for acoustics, but no architect worth their names wants to build a shoebox. So there you go. JCX Bach's Cathedral, which will lead to physics, apparently. Acoustics leads to physics actually would make sense. Taoism it is. Excellent. We have discovered Taoism. Spreading Taoism. The dualist mentality. Whoa. Came freaking out of me there. Taoism spreading everywhere and freaking out. Doctors' offices. And lots of stuff's been constructed and built. A great scientist has been born to Attila. I like how we're getting every 8 turns another great person. It certainly helps put us ahead. Make sure that this playthrough doesn't last like 30 years. You know, the longer that you put this game on for, like, it dramatically increases, the amount of turns everything takes. Like on Eon, you won't see people again. You'll just keep on playing the game forever. And political philosophy, now that's what I've been waiting for. Finally using great profits to get other really good texts. So this is obviously a quote from Niccolo Machiavelli's The Prince, as it ought to be, and the House of Parliament. So there we go, you're leading to divine right and jurisprudence, which are going to be very important in establishing... Is that like a hawk? What the hell is that? Just look down there on the bottom, it's like... something crazy happened there. Taoism spread. Oh, Shabbos, barbarian, has been captured by the Turkish tribe. Alright, so some random city somewhere got taken, and like my game like yells at me and it's like, look at the Turks, they're expanding. I'm like, I know they're expanding. It's not that big a deal. They'll sit there, we're all in such splendid isolationism. I mean, other than the Americans and the Apaches, which is interesting how the Americans lost that war right in the beginning. Sitting there with their one Christian city. Astrology for nothing. Astrology will lead you to finding me. A world map for a world map sounds fantastic. So now we could check out JS Box Cathedral. Not JC, there is no JC. But we did finish everything in Ottawa, at least for now. Which we'll set up to a coppersmith, Taoist temple, book publisher, bookstore, woodcutters guild, and then the cathedral. Next time we will have to get that and the compass, and then we will switch Toronto off and we will begin exploring and trying to scout the best way to take these guys down. Will it be through Washington, D.C. that we will hunt down this area? Look at that, 45 in that area, but they don't seem to have walls in all of their cities. They certainly seem to be slower than we are in vacation huts and causeways. Nothing that we can't handle. Nothing at all. So next time, we will look for our best route of attack to take down our main enemies, the Apaches. Leave Suleiman off to one side for a second. Thank you all for watching. This has been The Last Beluga. Out.